Mindful conveyor belt. Okay, to start this exercise, make sure you're in a comfortable position and you're going to be free from interruption for the next few minutes. As with most mindfulness exercises, it's always good to start with a couple of deep breaths. Breathing in deeply and exhaling fully. Just spend a few moments focusing on the breath, not trying to change your breathing. So in this exercise, we're going to bring our attention to our thoughts. Quite often people describe having racing thoughts or a busy brain, and the purpose of this exercise is just to take a moment to observe the thoughts that we're having, notice whether any feeling is attached to them, and trying to separate ourselves from them so that we don't give our thoughts power and control over us, and we can choose the actions we take. So what I want you to do is create a really clear image in your mind of a conveyor belt. Really build that picture in your mind, because we're going to be using it in this exercise. So what I want you to imagine is on this conveyor belt, there are your thoughts. So each thought is written down on a piece of paper or a post-it note, and it comes towards you. You might find there are lots of thoughts, lots of post-it notes coming towards you, but just watch them as they come towards you and go by. And I want you to imagine looking at each of these thoughts as they come by, paying attention to it and watching them pass on down the conveyor belt. Resist any urges to reach out and touch the notes or to hold on to them. Just let them go by. You might notice certain post-it notes, these thoughts have feeling attached to them. And just let the thoughts come and go, being curious, not making judgments, just curious about your experience, your thoughts in this moment. What I want you to do now is pay close attention to these thoughts, not getting caught up with them, but just to notice what they are. And I want you to try and label them. I don't mean label in terms of judgment. They're not good, they're not bad. Maybe they might be, you might want to describe this one as an anxious thought or a bored thought. It might be an urge to quit thought. It might be a thought about tea tonight or what you're doing later on. Just give it a label such as that, such as tonight or anxious. In doing so, we might be able to notice the associated feelings or secondary thoughts which pop up in our minds. Because it's these feelings, these extra thoughts, which allow us to give these thoughts power and control over us. So just for the next couple of minutes, try and notice the thoughts, be curious about them. And give them a descriptive label, not a judgment label. You might find the conveyor belt slows down or speeds up. Just allow it to do so. If you find your mind wanders, notice what it is which has caused your attention to drift away and watch it float by on a post-it note down the conveyor belt. We're going to continue this exercise for another couple of minutes. And when you're ready, bring your attention back to the room and to the present moment.